Friday. How are we doing today? Happy Friday, everyone. Oh, how's everybody's week been? How are we doing? Petal, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. And Jinx, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's been having a good week. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. Yeah. I'm, it's been a little bit rough. You haven't listened to this song. This song has a very deep meaning for me. Um, so it's one that it's hard for me not to get emotional listening to. So it has a very, very deep meaning. All right. Petal has redeemed a not family friendly affirmation, which feels like a good way to start. So let's do it. Oh. Today I will adult like a fucking boss. What if I don't want to? You know what? I want a new one. I don't like that one. I want a new one. I don't want to adult today. It's Friday. All right, you are pretty fucking awesome. That's better. All of you, pretty fucking awesome. This is better. A lot of Hailstorm with Temptation and Evanescence song have a deep meaning with you. I need to listen to more of their stuff. I need to listen to more. But yeah, yeah. It has it is one that can make me really emotional if I let myself. I'm gonna try not to let myself. I've had a really emotional week. I had yeah, there was some not bad, but just like enough that it just kind of made me like it just kind of took a lot out of me. Because emotion, bad or good, does have like a bit of a toll. So, I always will take virtual hugs. I take real hugs, but there's like a whole ocean. Um, but yeah, so Tuesday was a very, very emotional day for me. Wednesday a little bit more so, but like kind of coming to a resolution with some of those emotions. And then we've been getting a lot of storms, and the storms have had a significant impact on my body. So yesterday it was really bad yesterday. A lot of pain. I could barely sit in my chair. So I was like, I can't. I'm not even gonna try to stream because yeah. Gosh, the ocean, if you could. Virtual hugs are infinite. They are. I would love to go to the UK. I don't know if I don't know how traveling would go, but I would love to go to the UK. But yeah, so today is better than yesterday, but I'm still having a decent amount of pain. So we'll see how long I'm able to stream today. It may not be a full length stream. And I'm also considering streaming on Sunday. Um, because I can't stream on Monday because P1 has a dentist appointment. So I'm considering streaming on Sunday. But I'll just kind of just see how I'm doing as like the next couple of days progress, right? As a native savior of money. Yeah, I would like to go to the UK though. It is a place I'd like to see. There's a lot of cool things there. So I would like to go. I'd like to just go to like Europe in general as well. I don't really want to go to France. I don't have a desire to see France. But I'd love to do like Italy, Greece. um so I'd love to see like those areas. Like the Mediterranean would be cool. But I'd like to go to like Denmark and the Netherlands as well. Like I think it'd be cool to see Amsterdam. Go like see the Alps. That would be neat. Um, but that will probably never happen. But one can dream, I guess. All right, so we're continuing our week of cross stitch. So since I had to cancel stream, that's why I'm thinking about maybe doing a stream on Sunday. I can't stream on Monday next week. That gives you all like the full kind of week. Go do Greece and Turkey. Not saying you would love it's not well, you live there. You're biased. Like I don't know, like I wouldn't come to the US right now because the US is scary at the moment. Um But that being said, I will say that there are like cool things to come and see in the US. Awen and I were talking about this yesterday. Yesterday, the day before, I don't know. We were talking about how underrated the Great Lakes are on like a larger scale. I like people don't understand, I don't think, unless you're like from the Great Lakes region or have visited, just like the size of these lakes and what yeah. And so we were like they're highly underrated, I think. And I love seeing like there's a couple of like you like TikTokers or people who do like that form of content, influencers that are from like the UK and have come and seen the Great Lakes. I love watching their reactions to them. Lake Superior is a small ocean. Like it's an inland sea. I think they call it an inland sea. It's huge. It's got like its own thing. It's like yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love the Great Lakes. I love to do a massive van life road trip in the US because England doesn't have much room. Yeah, England is, you know, like the size of Michigan. So they do create their own weather patterns. They really do. The lakes, because we're, surrounded by them too, they really impact our weather a lot. Uh, they either will make storms a lot worse or they will break storms up completely. And in the winter, the additional snow that they add is like a whole thing. Like they very much create their own weather patterns. They create like a microclimate, right? In a way. Like I feel like the weather in Michigan becomes very unique because we are surrounded by the lakes and they do a lot of things to impact the weather. Salt Girl, Martin Salt Girl, welcome in. What would you like me to call you, by the way? Um, Lake Superior does have its own folk song. Actually, I think they all do, but like Lake Superior has like its own like. There's also like the Edmund Fitzgerald and Gordon Lightfoot and like that whole thing. So, or Salt Girl is your bird. Okay, thank you. I will make a note of that. Want to make sure that we are, referring to you in the way that you would like. Superior is famous for the Edmund Fitzgerald. Lake Superior, Lake Superior's Twitter is hysterical. I love it. It is so snarky and claps back in the best ways possible. It's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna switch over to crafting, and we'll start crafting, and we can yap while we craft. I have a P-Win coming. What's up? I don't know. The what? The Culliver's barn?
Yeah, I got this.
What barn?
The barn that's called
Where?
in like Wisconsin.
Oh, in Wisconsin. I thought you meant here.
Gotta go to
I see. Mount St. Helens. Oh, does it? I have to look at Mount St. Helens Twitter. I've never looked at it. But yeah, the Lake Superior's Twitter is pretty funny. Apparently, the Culver's barn got destroyed in the storms yesterday. According to P-Win. He's sharing. Yeah, we got bad storms last night. And Well, they weren't that bad. We had a tornado warning, so of course we were out on the front porch. Um, but it really wasn't as bad as like other ones that we've had. Cece, welcome in. Also, we do have Super Sweetbot going on. If anyone would like to add tasks to it, feel free. I'm gonna just add like the colors that we're using uh just to kind of get some things going with it. So and it can be anything that you want. So feel free to go ahead and add anything you would like to Super Sweetbot because it can be helpful for productivity and we can, you know, keep you company with some chatty craftiness. Uh you had quite the light show Wednesday night. Yeah, we had a couple of nights in a row with storms. Last night was supposed to be the worst. And it wasn't too bad. Try not to burn the work bridge down and rage quit. Okay, you got this, Puddle. Glad everyone is safe. Apparently most of your town is without power after last night. Yeah, so the tornado that we had, like the tornado warning, P-Win was like had it all up, right? And was like looking at stuff and you know, he was vlogging the storm. It was adorable. Um so he was kind of keeping track of stuff for us and I guess it went north. And we had like some gusty winds, but nothing bad. There didn't really seem to be any damage. We didn't lose power. Nothing like that happened. So really it wasn't too bad. Pewin was like walking down the street and I was like, "Don't go very far." And then he's like half like down to the next block. I'm like, "Come back." Two tornadoes cleared a 6-mile swath, but nothing touched down within 20 miles or so. Oof. Yeah, I know there was rotation. I don't know if any touched down in our area. I haven't really looked. Pewin could probably tell me. Um, but there was rotation for sure. And honestly, the scariest part was the my phone going off with the alert that nearly gave me a heart attack. Oh, Pewin's been into this has been Pewin for a while. He loves it. He asked me Wednesday night if he could take the car, if he could go storm chasing. And I was like, not with my car, you're not. Oh, hello. Hi, Speckle. How are you? So yeah, I was like, you may not go storm chasing in my car. Thank you. He was wanting to though. I'm like, also, you're kind of too new of a driver to do that. So there was also that. Although the one nice thing is it did cool off a little bit after the storm went through. So I was able to open up like the window in my room and kind of get a little bit of fresh air in. So that was nice. And also after the pressure broke a little bit, the today the pain isn't as bad. Oh, yesterday oh man. It was so bad yesterday. Awen was feeling it a lot too. It was not awesome. But yeah, I was like trying to like sit in my chair yesterday morning and I was like, I can't do this. Like this hurts so much. And everything was just like took so much effort yesterday. So I was like, yeah, I can't. If you get storms in England, it just gets muggy and sticky. I mean, that's how it was before the storm. Like it's been pretty muggy and sticky all week. Today is a little bit better, but I'm sure it will be muggy and sticky again soon. Can't stay long, very spotty internet in the area of Texas. Plus, you've been volunteered by your hubby to help with the silent auction setup. Well, I appreciate you just stopping in and saying hi, Cece. How has your trip been so far? Besides being volunteered to help set up for a silent auction. Yeah, it did. It helped a little bit. Like I said, I'm still feeling it today, and I don't know how long I'll be able to stream. But we're doing it. Your head is killing today. You don't know if it's the stress or weather or both. Probably a bit of both. I had a headache yesterday. Today I do not have a headache, but the rest of me doesn't feel great. Yours off dealing with oh, ew. Ew, ew, ew. Just stream as long as you can. I thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wanted to because I didn't yesterday. Yesterday it just wasn't gonna happen. But yeah. It's been very nice, hot, but great wind every day. Only mid 90s today. Although Texas doesn't really have the humidity like we do up here, do they? Woo! Thank you for the 3 stream streak, Cece. Put your clothes back on. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, especially on vacation. Getting a streak on vacation, that's some dedication. Thank you. Yesterday I I did a decent amount of cross stitching yesterday. I knit some and I read and I just kind of like I don't know. I was in bed, but then I needed to like get up. I did recline on the couch and play some Palia. But it was just like any position that I was in for any length of time was just like getting to be too painful. So I had to like get up and move because it didn't matter. Like any position just got to be unbearable after a while. You need someone to body double with you so you can motivate yourself to read. Well, break out your book right now. What are you reading? I finished the book I was listening to Wednesday. I was listening to The Isle in the Silver Sea. It was not that good. I wouldn't recommend it. Um, I didn't really enjoy it all that much. But I will say, but with audiobooks, I might have a much higher tolerance for crap. So it wasn't, yeah, it was like okay, but it wasn't great. I, the reader had a voice that was kind of hard to like understand. And so I had to listen at a slower speed than I would have liked. And then I was just like not, I don't know, like the world building, I wasn't following. It was a little bit confusing in ways. Like the premise of it I was interesting, but the execution of it was not that great. They do in cattle country. It's rather surprising. Oh, really? I've actually never been to Texas. So I have like zero experience. You're saying playing solar punk right now, that's your excuse, but you need to finish Alchemy of Secrets. Well, I'll be live for a little while, so can hang out. You can make it a task and then get yourself the little serotonin when you get to tick off the task. This isn't like an official co-working stream, but we do have it going because crafting can be a good stream to like co-work along with. So, and then I'm reading The Poet Empress, which I am liking that one. That one I'm enjoying. Ooh, Vertigo. Ooh, yeah. That would make reading a challenge. Gotta go. Have a great stream and feel better. Thanks, Cece. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. And the auction setup goes well. I appreciate you. Bye. Okay, I'm almost done with this color. There wasn't a lot with this color. So we're gonna start this flower, and then we're gonna do the little like pink bud that comes up off here, and then see where we're at. And we might, I don't know if we'll have time to start the leaf today or not, but we'll see. We shall see. Where is my, there it is. I'm trying to find my needle minder to stick my needle on. Everything feels like a challenge with vertical. Oh, I believe it. I believe that. I wasn't having like vertigo yesterday, but I was having a lot of the fatigue, and it yesterday the fatigue was very much one where it just like everything felt like a massive challenge, and it was a little bit rough. I don't like those days. Fortunately, I had planned a crock pot meal yesterday, so, and it was a pretty easy one to like get started. So I was able to just like, dump the stuff in the crock pot and turn it on and not have to worry too much about it. And then for dinner time, I just like, boiled some pasta to for it to like go over top of it. So it was a pretty easy dinner. And P1 really liked it. Yeah, fatigue sucks. That is The fatigue is really like my number one issue. Like the pain is not lovely, but I feel like I can like overcome pain a lot better than the fatigue. The fatigue, there's just like no escaping it. So it's, yeah. The fatigue do be rough. And then like when I've like done something that in any way, shape, or form has like been more than I really probably should have, like the recovery from the fatigue is also kind of brutal. Fatigue, vertigo, yeah, they really do. And people don't get it. Speckle, thank you for the 40 plus a million stream streak. I appreciate you. Thank you for always being here, at least for a little bit. I know work, life, things like that make it hard sometimes to be present the whole time, but I appreciate you just being here and showing up. So yeah, so this week got a little bit rough with some of those things. Fortunately, this weekend is pretty chill, so that should be okay. Because I may stream on Sunday to make up for the missed stream this week, like another crafting stream. So we'll just play it by ear and see how it all goes. The amount of people who tell you just need, oh I know. Yeah, it is insane. Just take a nap. You think that if that was the answer, I wouldn't have figured that one out by now? You think? People, and then they don't listen to you, right? Like I get like, if you don't have the experience, then it can be harder like to understand. But it's the way that people don't listen to you when you try to like say that that doesn't work. If naps worked, you'd be up in right? Exactly. Right? It doesn't matter what time you go to sleep. I do too. I was awake yesterday. This also didn't help with everything yesterday either. Is I was awake at 4:30 in the morning. I woke up and had to go to the bathroom, and I thought maybe I could go back to sleep. No, I was not able to go back to sleep. That did not happen. So it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm in pain. And I was like, at 5, I was finally like, oh, fuck it. I'm just getting up. Cause this is like, I can't. Even working full time, you go to bed at 8:30. Do you fall asleep within minutes? Nope. Pain. Yep. Naps don't help. You don't think you've slept past 5 a.m. this week? I I've slept past, so today is the latest that I slept. I woke up at like 10 after 6 this morning. But like every other day has been like before 6. Because the meds you take, if you have a nap, you wake up really sick. Oh, really? See, it's not like for me, it's it's not as much like napping as it is just like laying down and resting my body. I don't fall asleep a lot of the time. What is it, Lucian? What? I hear you talking over there. What? You just gonna look at me? I mean, that's fine. You can just look at me. Okay, I gotta count for a second and then I'll go back to chat. I hear you. What is it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hi, yeah. What is it? You can't jump up here right now because I got stuff on my lap. All right, I'm gonna double count. Make sure I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're good. We are good. You force yourself to go back to sleep and sometimes get another 20 minutes. Today you got a better chunk of sleep after a 6 a.m. wake up. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Put music on, lay down, and just daydream as a form of rest. Yeah. Yeah, it's more of like I'll just like lay down and like close my eyes and try to rest. Or I might turn on an audiobook that I don't necessarily care if I like doze off. And if I do fall asleep, it's usually it's not it's like maybe an hour at the most. It all depends on like what's been going on. If I fall asleep like for longer than like maybe like 20 minutes or so, it's like I'm in a crash. Like my body is crashing at that point. So, it sucks. I miss being able to do things. Being able to like exercise the way that I'd like to exercise. But, you know, we just I've gotten a lot better at knowing my limits and shifting focus less on the things that I can't do or the things that I'm missing out on and more on the things that I can do. And I've also worked to eliminate a lot of the things that were like very like negative for me and took a lot out of my battery that didn't give me anything back. And that has taken a lot of effort and a lot of doing getting to that point. where I'm like, okay, no, I can't do this because this is too much for me. And saying, I don't really care if that doesn't if you don't like that. If you view this thing, whatever it might be, as more important than my health and well-being, then that's on you. You woke up yesterday after feeling your phone and watch vibrating. They weren't, thank goodness, because nothing comes from an early. Oh, good, yeah. You know what? I have that happen too, where I think I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket, and it's not. There's no notification, but I have had that same thing. You were really busy the last few weeks and you fully crashed out now with vertigo and fatigue. I'm so sorry. That is that's rough. And it can be really hard to like get yourself back on schedule as well. You couldn't go back to sleep after the adrenaline jump. Oh, I understand. Monday night, I it was like 1:30 in the morning and I woke up from like this horrible dream. Horrible dream. And I was like so amped up from the dream that it was like 2 hours before I could go back to sleep. Because it was just like the adrenaline from the dream, like me like having to like remind myself repeatedly that like okay, it was just a dream. You are safe. Everyone is safe. Like this isn't happening. This isn't real. It was like oh, and every time I closed my eyes, like I could see what was going on in the dream. Oh, it was bad. I did finally make it back to sleep, but it was like it was bad. And then Tuesday was emotional on top of it. Um so it was kind of a rough day. I just kind of felt like a zombie. You know what? I said I was gonna like put tasks on the colors that we finished. We finished 2 colors and I haven't updated anything with the taskbar. Right there, yes. One thing you miss about having a partner is having someone in the middle of the night. Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah, I get that. Or like that person that like once if you've had a bad dream like that, you could just kind of like use them as an anchor to kind of ground you back into like the reality. Yeah, after I had the dream, I got up and I went to the bathroom and I was like petting the cats because they were sleeping in their beds out in the hallway up here. So I was like trying to use them to like re kind of regain my bearings, but it was a little rough. Does anyone have any weekend plans this weekend? Anything exciting going on? Like I said, we don't. It's gonna be pretty low key. I've gotta take Pewin back to his dad's this afternoon because he's gonna be there for the weekend. He's been here like the last couple weekends in a row. Um, so he's gonna need to go see his dad. I do that right. One, two, three. No, I counted wrong. Mac, welcome in. How are you? I hope that you've had a good week. Someone to comfort because you did that a lot with your ex because she had nightmares and illnesses always decide to get worse. They really do. Things do flare at night. And there is something too, just like about that. the physical presence that can help. The physical presence of a safe person does a lot. Yeah, so that it's hard. And like pets are fine, but it's not quite the same. But I worked on my full coverage piece quite a bit as I was like laying down and trying to kind of like recover my body a little bit from everything. And so that was good. That one I cannot work on stream though because it's on 25 count and I need a magnifying glass. Your cat just looks at you when you wake up in the middle of the night like, "Mother, you better have woken me up for a good reason." Well, and cats can be such assholes about things too. That they can just be like, "Ugh, what? You're fighting your eyeballs to wake up. This week has made you so tired for some reason." It's been a really long week. So you're not alone in feeling like this week has kind of kicked your butt. This week has also kicked my butt. Hopefully the weekend can be like a good recovery time. I'm hoping for a decent bit of recovery time this weekend. Got like a couple of appointments next week, early in the week. Like Pewin has a dentist appointment on Monday, and then I have like my normal therapy appointment on Tuesday. And then there are appointments the following week as well. So it's like, mother, be sick quieter, please. Is my cat's motto. Your illness is inconveniencing me. Though we laugh because it's a cat, but like that can definitely be how people behave too. I definitely have experienced that one. Like, your illness is inconvenient for me. Really? It's also inconvenient for me. So sorry that my needs are interfering with what you want to do or what you want me to do. Cute crush. I've never had anyone like say it directly, but like it's been implied, right? So, but I've kind of also accepted that it's not my responsibility to make other people comfortable with my needs. Boy, has it been a lot of work getting there, but I have gotten there. Your biodad constantly forgets and brushes off how unwell I am and pushes you to your limit constantly. You didn't go to his this week to do the good, good. I'm glad that you took care of your own needs because you needed to do that. So well done. What's hard for me is I like the masking, right? I am so ingrained, like masking is so ingrained in me that like people don't realize how hard certain things are or how much certain things take out of me because I've just gotten really good at hiding it. And that's like one of those things where I'm not quite sure how to stop. And it's not like I'm, doing it intentionally. It's just like it's become so ingrained that it's hard to let go of it. Okay, we have finished these colors. So let me do a done. You're just like, Father, with respect, I'm a grown adult and I don't want to do this for you. And you should be able to do that. It is 100% your choice. Okay, I need to get my next color. There we go. That's our next color. I'm gonna put these away so that I don't have a whole bunch to put away when I'm done. Oh no! I'm breaking stuff! Better. It's just counting. Talent cross stitch takes, but thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. I find it to be very cathartic and relaxing. And I love watching, what I'm working on like take shape before me, like in front of my eyes. Like that's really satisfying for me. For like this little bit right here that is going to be like the next bud. Like right now, like you can't really see much with it, just like some little squares, but then it'll like take shape and look like something. And that is for me like the most satisfying part when it like takes shape and looks like something. You say that like I mean it isn't some days. Some days counting is really hard. And the number of times too that I count and like recount and then like count again just to make sure that I'm doing it right. I should when I get up for my ad break and our self-care break. I should go grab my full coverage piece that I'm working on and let you guys see what that one looks like. Because that one is like you can actually see the image that's coming together with it now. That one I did on grit like pre-gridded fabric to make it easier, which has been like a game changer. A lot of your coloring is trust the project process and you love seeing it become worthwhile. I feel like that's what a lot of art in general is. Whether it's like coloring, like doing fiber art, doing like embroidery type stuff, doing like it I feel like a lot of it is very much trust the process. That is always how I feel. So, because I knit as well, right? And every October, Stephen West, who is like an amazing knitwear designer, um, and he's just fun and he's a wonderful human being, and I love doing it, his working on his stuff. But every October, he does a mystery knit along. So it's every week you get part of a clue of a shawl that you're knitting, and you don't know what it's gonna look like. And it's always like the first clue, especially, is always some very unique, wild kind of technique where you're looking at it going, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening here. But you just have to like trust the process and know that it's gonna turn out okay and it will make sense in the end. It's yeah, so it's very much a okay, I just have to trust the process and not worry too much about it because it will make sense in the end. It doesn't make any sense right now, but somehow it will all come together and it will be unique and amazing and it will all have been worth it. Oh wait, you know, I didn't put in my color that I was working on. Okay. Finish. There we go. How is the not burning down the work bridge going, Puddle? Hopefully it's going okay. I haven't colored in a while. I have like some like adult coloring books and I do really enjoy it. I haven't done it in a while though. Mainly because there's just other things that I kind of prioritize wanting to do instead. But I've been thinking about that recently, like, you know, should really break that out and do that. You haven't rage quit yet. It seems to be calming down marginally. Okay. Is today been a busy day, or has it been one of those where you're having to do work of other people kind of a thing? I need to be better about hydrating during these streams. Coloring has become a main hobby for you, to be honest. You just got out the Ohuhu glitter markers, and yesterday your hands were drenched in ink and glitter. Glitter is like arts and crafts herpes. That shit gets everywhere. And I do enjoy coloring. I have a coloring app on my phone that I do every day. Not quite the same, but because like it's you don't get to pick the colors, it picks them for you, but still like it's nice. I like it. It's calming. It's cathartic. I'll take it. In many ways, I feel like cross stitch is just like paint by number, color by number, but with floss instead of like paint or ink. Luckily, the glitter is in the ink, so it just stayed on your. Oh, that's good. That is good. Because that stuff can get out of control if you're not careful. I had glitter on me. Well, Saturday, I had glitter on me. No idea where it came from. Well, I think it might have come from the card that I gave to Petal. But like, I was like, I don't know why there's glitter on my face. You have two people out. One was supposed to have been back yesterday, but she got married and decided to take off the whole week. And you're supposed to be covering some of her stuff. But with being out yourself yesterday, it has been a bit much. How is Chewy, by the way? I meant to message you and ask you. But how is Chewy? You love adult coloring books. You have many. You've tried using an app. It doesn't appeal to you, but we all have our calming activities. Yeah, I do like the app. It's a different. It's like a different feel from like actually coloring. You don't trust yourself with actual glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter is a thing. And it doesn't go away. He seems to be doing better. Lola finally quit growling and hissing at him every few minutes. Lola, be nice. All right, there is the notif for the ad break. So when that ad break plays, we are gonna take a self-care break. I definitely need to move. Because we're starting to hurt. And I'll also grab my full coverage cross stitch piece that I'm working on, and I can show you all that when I get back. So I want everybody else to take self-care during that time. He probably smelled funny. I've heard of that. Like cats that like they'll go to the vet and they come back, smelling different, and like their siblings or whatever don't recognize them and kind of treat them as like an outsider, which is really interesting. That didn't really happen when I took like Rasan to the vet, and like obviously Sam didn't go. He also had a lot of blood in his butt. Oh, poor baby. Do you know why? Like what caused it? Like where it came from? I'm glad that it seems like he's doing better though. Poor thing. That's so hard too with pets because they can't tell you what's going on. You just kind of have to like read their body signals and like guess. And it's so hard. They said stress, but you don't have any idea what happened to cause the stress. That's odd. Yeah, because you haven't, unless it was because you were gone for the weekend. But like that doesn't seem like that's all that weird. Hello. It could have been something that happened while you were gone. Yeah, that could be. And then I don't know. Right. No, I know. That's why it doesn't like quite make sense. It's odd. Ewan was at PT. She just got back. She had a pretty full week this week. She's like back to like working. So that's been good for her. All right, we're gonna finish off this bit and then we're gonna get ready to go on that self-care break. We're not done with this color. I just ran out of gloss with it and I didn't feel like fighting with it a whole bunch. So we'll maybe we'll get this next bit ready. Um, he's always been more timid, so it really could be anything. Yeah. Still, poor baby. I may have to get more of this color. It just depends on. So we may have to grab. I might have to look for that on the skein on my next ad break, or on my ad break as well. If I can actually thread the needle. Okay. We're gonna take that self-care break now. So make sure you are all engaging in self-care. Do things that you need to do to take care of yourself. And then we'll be back when that ad break is over and we'll continue with our cross sitting and chatting. I'll be back in a few. All right, I am back. Thank you everyone for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I know ads are annoying, but they are a free way to support streamers, so we do appreciate it having you all stick around. All right, I stretched a little bit. I'm still having some pain, so we're gonna do the best we can, and we'll see. Well, that was rude. No one brought back taters. That's not cool. Um, yeah, so we'll see. I might make it to the next ad break. I might not. We'll just see how it goes. This might be a real short stream. You didn't even join too many things vying for your attention today. I understand that happens to me like with star searches too, where I'm just like not not paying attention. And I'm like other things going on or other distractions. But I did grab, so this is, I grabbed my full coverage piece that I'm working on, and I will show you that one. Actually, wait, let's go here and let's do it this way. This will probably be easier to see. Okay, go away, potato. Yeah, so this is the full coverage piece that I'm working on. So you can see it's gridded, which makes it a lot easier um to do. I'm enjoying it a lot. It does take a lot of focus and paying attention to it. I don't love having to park my threads, but it's kind of like necessary for this. Um but yeah, it's for a stitch along, so it's like a year-long thing. I am not finishing this piece in a year. I'm trying to get 6 of the pages done because then I get like all of the patterns that were available for the stitch along. Uh, but I have zero delusions that I'm going to actually like finish that. So, marketplace, insurance, snap application being filled out, planning to raid trains, an anniversary. You're right. Yep. The one, it starts today. Yeah, I know your time slot is tomorrow. Yeah, that's a lot of things pulling your time, which is understandable. I hope, and I know that application process is very stressful and a unnecessarily stupid pain in the ass. So I'm sending you lots of love for that whole process because that's not not great. You had to put your teams on do not disturb so people would quit DMing you and stuff. That's annoying. Oh man, I hated teams. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe it's gotten better. But when I first started using Teams, it was such a resource hog because I was using it for classes. And I had like my laptop that I did all of my like schoolwork and like work stuff on. And it was a MacBook Pro. Like it wasn't like anything like super spectacular. But like I didn't need it to be. I just needed it for like using the internet and being able to use like Word and Excel and things like that. Like it didn't need to be super powerful, right? But man, Teams made that thing feel like it was getting ready to go into orbit. Like it was terrible. This is your work, so you don't care if it hogs resources. I mean, fair. Other than the fact that it just like it was like it sounded so loud. It sounded like they were getting ready to put the um next rocket into orbit. Like it was, oh man, it was terrible. Like, it's got some good features, but it's just such a terrible resource hog, and it was so clunky to use. But like they were switching over from, because it started off we were using Zoom, and they were switching over from Zoom to Teams, and oh, Teams sucked. I didn't like it. I installed that sucker as quick as I could. Uninstalled. I uninstalled it as quick as you could. I didn't enjoy using it. I want I feel like I want to try and like work in more time for crafting streams. I've kind of missed doing these. Because they're very just, they're just kind of chill and relaxing. I feel a little bit more productive because like doing a craft feels a little more productive than like playing the game. So yeah, maybe we need to get back into doing these more. I wish I could stream more days a week, but I tried for a little while there to stream 4 days a week, but 4 days a week was too much. I can barely handle 3 days a lot of the time, and 4 days was just too much. Your gaming is very productive. I mean, it's productive in its own way. Hi, Miss Penguin. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good week. General consensus seems to be it's kind of been a rough week for people, so I hope yours has been better. I'll have you know your virtual cord is growing strong. I mean, hey, somebody has got to feed the virtual people. And if I had the energy to grow corn, I do not have the energy to be a farmer at all. I'm gonna need another bit of this. This isn't gonna finish me out here. Unfortunately. I did it. I was like, I may need my needle threader to finish this, to thread this, because this is a little tattered looking. Absolutely not. You and your farm would be dust so quick, right? I would not last very long in a post-apocalyptic world. I'd I'd either die right away, or I'd be one of the first ones people killed off because I'm a drain on society. I wouldn't do well with that. Okay day today, but Isaac was upset. His school dinner hall visit was canceled. You're supposed to go have a meal so he can experience what happens at lunchtime. Ooh, a rat. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I can understand how like the change in plan though would like throw him for a bit of a loop. I feel like you'd fight to your death, but probably wouldn't last very long. Oh, I'd like because I have to take because I have a clotting disorder. Um, I'm on blood thinners. So I'd like have blood clot and that would be it. Speaking of post-apocalyptic survival stuff, I've been playing The Last of Us. I actually need to get back into it. I haven't played it this week. Um and that game is definitely a jump scare sort of game. Might not be time to rearrange. There's only 2 weeks left. Oh, yeah. Is there yeah. Hopefully it works out. Because I could see, like, him having that experience being something good for him. So I hope that it works out and you're able to make it happen. But yeah, so I've been playing The Last of Us. And I was like in this one place where like I'm trying to like figure out like my way through this hotel and I've gotten separated from Ellie and I'm trying to like figure out a way to like get to her. And so I'm like kind of going through like all of this like abandoned area and whatnot. And as I'm like going through it, I like there's like some clickers up ahead. And I took care of the clickers. What I did not expect was the ones that snuck up behind me and attacked me, and I full on screamed. Like I screamed. And cuz it just like I wasn't expecting it and it kind of came out of nowhere and it really startled me. Awen comes out of her room and she's like, "Are you okay? You screamed." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just got attacked by a clicker." But yeah, full on screamed. The game is a little intense at times. And thank you for the 3 stream streak, Miss Penguin. I appreciate you being here for 3 streams in a row. Man, everybody is streaking today. It's like Naked Friday or something. So yeah, so Last of Us, definitely a lot of jump scares, definitely has made me scream on more than one occasion. I try not to scream. I really try not to alarm my children by screaming. But sometimes it's just a reaction. Zinni, welcome in. 98 feels like 106. There's a 1% chance of rain. Anyone have time to help with our rain dance? We got rain yesterday. We got storms. We've had rain like some storms this week. I wish I could send it down to you, Zinni. I'm sorry. That sounds miserable. Oh. Hopefully you can get some rain soon. You keep missing odd ones of yours. You're on like 56. No worries. There is never ever any expectation for anyone to be here for every stream. I just appreciate it when you're able to show up. Besides, you've got a little one and you've got life, and I know how hard it can be, and mine are not little. So don't worry at all about it. Like I said, I just appreciate people being here when they're able and hanging out. How are you doing, Zinni? How is your, besides hot, how's your week been? Oh, you got your stickers. Okay, good. I am so glad. I am so, so glad. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. Because I couldn't do what I do without all of you being here. So it is a communal effort. And I appreciate all of you for it. Yeah, this week is just I think it's the because we had like a couple of storm systems like go through, that has definitely had a significant impact on like the way that my body has been feeling. So it was a little rough. But I did like the fact that it cooled things off a little bit yesterday. Although I think it's supposed to warm back up again. Although next week it looks like it's supposed to be cooler. A story for another time on how you've been. Okay. Well, you never have to share more than you're comfortable with, as you know. Don't want to make anyone feel uncomfy. But just know I am thinking about you, and I'm hoping that everything is like that you're doing okay and that you're getting through. Because sometimes it's just like, we just gotta go like one day at a time, moment by moment. It's not even one day at a time, hour by hour, moment by moment. I've had those points as well. Isaac's class are split into safari animals. Did he get put in the giraffe? Oh, that's like that, you know what? I feel like that's a sign that it's gonna go well. That's so exciting. Oh, that's fantastic. Because he would have been so bummed if there was a giraffe and he wasn't in the giraffe group. So I'm so glad. That just adds to the overall like positive experience for him. I am so happy for him. They know oh, so they knew and oh, that's even better. Like seriously, that like makes it even better. I love that. It sounds like this is a good place and that they're gonna, and I hope that he thrives in it. Something just spooked the cats. They just went running. I don't know what they managed to get spooked by, but spooked they were. All right, we are on to our next color now. It's still pink, but on to the next color. Ugh. Wonder what that was that spooked them. Because they were very spooked. They were spooked. All right. Next is going to be 760. That's our next color that we're doing. He asked where the cat was. Yeah, they just got scared by something. Last night it was really funny. So, you know, we've got the tornado warning going on. So of course, we're out on the front porch. And we had like we go out on the front porch and both of the cats are sitting there like looking out the door at us like humans, what are you doing, humans? Why are you out there? Like get in here. It was so funny. They were both just like giant eyes staring at us on the front porch out like the front door. And then Reese started meowing at us like, "Hey, get back in here." It was pretty funny. Did you guys get it? How bad did you get it, Speckle? It was it was a lot less than what I think was anticipated for our area. You had a good 15 minutes of leaky roof, lots of thunder and lightning, and then you just had sprinkles there. Okay, so it wasn't so bad for you either. It rained pretty hard. Like we had like, the blowing, gusting sheets of rain going by, and it blew pretty good, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, same. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be either. Pewin was watching it. Yeah. It was wind, it got really wind. It was like so when we first got the tornado warning alert, it was like creepily still out. When we first went out, it was like very, very still. And like it was so muggy and humid. You could just kind of like feel it in the air. And then it started to sprinkle a little bit, and then like the wind really kind of picked up and it whipped for a little bit, but not bad. I was afraid it was going to be like that one storm from a couple of years ago when it took down like so many trees were taken down in our town, and like every road in and out of our town was like blocked off because of trees. There was like one way you could get out of town because they had everything else shut down with people trying to clean up all of the limbs that had come down. We had lost power. That was when we didn't have internet for like a month. So I was afraid it was going to end up being something like that. I was very grateful that it was not anything like that. And we didn't even lose power. And I enjoy a good storm. Like I enjoy it as long as it's not like doing damage. Like obviously I don't want it to do damage, but I do enjoy a storm. I find them to be like I just find them relaxing and kind of peaceful when they're not too violent. Pewin was pretty excited though. We didn't even have any like little limbs or anything come down around us, even with the way the wind kind of whipped and blew. I don't know about the rest of town because I haven't been out yet at all. but it really, I was afraid it was going to be a lot worse than it was. 21st anniversary of SB is next month. You know, you're not playing, still part of the circle. Survey and party dates in the forum. If you surprise anyone with a small piece, just saying. Thank you for letting. I think I did see Galena post something in the Discord about it. I'll have to take a peek at the little survey. That's very kind of you though to make sure I knew. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, we managed to avoid that knot. I thought for a second. Hey, you know what? This has gone pretty well. I don't know. I'm probably gonna jinx myself, but there have not been a knots yet. Except that I just did that stitch in the wrong place. No, I didn't. I did those stitches in the wrong place. But you know what? Those are just gonna be in the wrong place, and that's fine. I'm gonna need to. You like the rain when it's not inside your house. I mean, that is valid. I would also not enjoy the rain if it was coming in my house. So, very valid on that one. That would just make the rain stressful. And you've had enough stress. No, I am putting this in the wrong spot. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Pull that out a little bit because that is not the right place. This might have to be the last color, y'all. I am hurting a little bit and I'm starting to just I'm feeling a little shaky. So this is gonna be a short stream today. I apologize for that, but we're feeling a little ouchy and a little shaky. I do think I want to try to stream on Sunday. I'll post like usual, you know, in the Discord, um, the stream schedule. Because I will not be streaming Monday. Later, off to see which level of hell you are in the heat wave. Good luck, Zinni. I hope it's not too bad. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later. So yeah. And then we'll do more crafting on Sunday. And we'll keep it this one because like the only time I work on this piece is when I'm streaming. and it has been sitting for a long time. So, making some progress on this and getting it done would probably be a good thing. And then we can do more snarky cross stitch. Because Awen did get me some good ones. I definitely have more cross stitch patterns, though I'm pretty sure, than I have lifetime. Um, does that stop me from getting new ones? No, of course not. And snarky cross stitch feels like it fits well with our, little community here, so. I might need to figure out how to turn this one into like a pillow or something. And just have this like on the couch when people come over. Here we go. I can be one of those little old ladies that has a house full of throw pillows with rude sayings on them. I think that was part of Awen's goal when she got me these too. They look so pretty with all of the flowers. And then you you read what it says. And you're like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." I feel like I'm playing floss chicken here with this little bit. I do not have very many stitches left, but I do not have very much floss left either. It doesn't help that my hands are feeling a little shaky at the moment. I'm trying to stretch this little bit. I have like 4 more stitches. Don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. I was playing floss chicken earlier too. Oh, so close. Okay, I have 1 stitch left. And we do it. Woo! Yes, we can. Man, that was look at how little I have left. I don't think I was getting 1 more stitch out of that. That was that was pretty close. But we did it. We finished this one. Whew. All right. So we've not quite as productive today as we were last time. I only did 144 stitches today. But I'm kind of getting ready to wrap up. I think I need to wrap up. I'm just I hurt. I don't know why it does that when I switch from that screen to this screen. Um, but yeah, I think I need to wrap up here for today, y'all. I apologize for the short stream. Um, I wasn't I'm just glad I was able to come on and stream like period. So, so I'm glad I was able to just do that. Uh and but I am gonna have to go like lay down and try to like take some things and ease a little bit of the body pain. I will show you it here on the good camera so you can see where we're at. So we've got like this little like bud over here to do, and then there's like some leaves that kind of come down over here. And then we'll be going back around like this way with more of the flowers. So yeah, so here is our progress. I felt like we definitely did better last time, but I was able to stream like a normal length stream. And I think we're gonna pass on doing a raid because I do kind of need to like I need to get up and I need to move because things don't feel very good right now. Um so I think we're gonna pass on the raid for today. I am gonna try to stream on Sunday, but watch the Discord. I will keep you all updated in the Discord if that is the case. Regardless, I will not be streaming on Monday because P1 has an appointment. Thanks for being here, Mac. Thank you everyone for being here and hanging out with me and just like giving me your time because, you know, time is our most precious commodity. It is the most valuable thing that we have to give. And so you being here and giving me a little bit of your time is something I really appreciate. So thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I hope everyone has a really good weekend. And hopefully I will see you all on Sunday. Also, before I go, go check out Speckle. She's part of a raid train tomorrow. So if you're, I think all of you are following Speckle, but just as a reminder, she's doing a raid train tomorrow. So go and check her out and be there to support the whole trans rights raid train thing. So be there, offer your support, hang out, drop a lurk, whatever it is you need to do. I will be there as much as I can, and it all just depends on how things are going that day, because you never know. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care, and hopefully I will see you on Sunday. I love you all. Bye.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Well, the time has come to wrap things up, but my heart is full. Can't thank you enough for hanging out and spending time. You make this space so warm.